Oh, nowhere to go. Traffic reports. Certainly it could be better. Our temperatures could be better too. Tell you about the 30s coming up.
For your quick
Curtis is in the west end of the city where Etobicoke meets Mississauga, right across the Etobicoke Creek. And it's one of many spots that's publicly accessible. The Martin Goodman Trail sort of peters out around there, and then it picks up again as the waterfront trail once you cross into Mississauga. Get out and do some biking, some walking, enjoy those peaceful moments in the park in the morning before the heat of the day builds up. Or doesn't, as the case may be. Cities like Toronto, Hamilton, and Barrie had a really hot 2012. That's how many days were over 30 degrees. It was a little more normal in 2013. 2012 was, no question, an exceptional year. But so far, this year has been fairly exceptional, but on the cool side. 4 and 1 and 0 for Toronto, Hamilton, and Barrie's days over 30. Let's see if we'll see any right now. No, 23 in Toronto. Hot spots are all in the west. Yellowknife's having a cool 11, which is good news for the fire risk there. Very high amount of ash in the atmosphere last night, so there are air quality concerns, very serious ones around Yellowknife. Lots of fires, cold front coming through. It's cold in northern Ontario, but the jet stream is the problem here. Rice said that's keeping our temperatures below average. It'll start moving up on the weekend, and our temperatures will start warming up as well. Now, thumbs up on traffic. Any good spots you can mention?
I do have a little bit of good news that I'm going to start off with first. That problem that I was telling you about on the
greatly from the rain. We all know what it feels like to get caught in a rainstorm like that, right? You come in from doing your errands, or you're coming home from work, and you just hunker down, you pull your jacket over your head if you've even got a jacket. You're drenched by the time you get to the door, even if it's 10 paces away. Showers in northern Ontario. Temperatures have been in the teens today. And the big thunderstorms heading up through the Quebec City area, sweeping across the eastern townships. They'll make their way through the capital, through the supper hour. What we're left with, considerably calmer conditions. Woohoo! Look, 26 in Oakville. Well, that's warm. That's noticeably warmer than Orangeville and Kitchener nearby. Sometimes you get these little local anomalies. If you get the wind coming in the right direction, or you get a block from a cool wind. Friday afternoon, our winds are out of the southwest. They're light. The humidity's going up. Our humidex values are in the 30s. The risk of thunderstorms scattered at times, but with this blocking pattern, we get these little troughs come through, and we get a little bit of afternoon heating, and therefore the risk of showers and thunder showers. That includes Saturday. That includes Sunday. When I say we've got this blocking pattern, see if this map will make any sense to you. See this little drop here in the blue line? That's the jet stream or storm track. It goes up to the east and west. That's upper level high pressure. What we've got in the middle is an upper level low, and it's just helping to spin these little rounds of showers through. The jet goes up a bit Sunday, and Rice said that means Sunday and Monday, our temperatures are going to be close to normal. Better news for the weather for the weekend, but the commute right now.
Well, I do have a little bit of good news to go along with your good news. The lift bridge.
Speaking of the long weekend, I'll break down the forecast in detail coming up. This looks like one of my favorite places, maybe yours.
Go to the weather.
How do you feel about making sandcastles? Coburg has their annual contest going on. A lot of us may be heading east, thinking about the Boots and Hearts Music Festival in Bowmanville. Maybe you're headed to your local lake. Bon Echo, just around the escarpment. There's a beautiful public beach there. And of course, we've got great beaches through Toronto, thinking about the Toronto Islands as well. Kempenfest is on in Barrie. And I want to mention one more spot. Yeah, Newmarket has that jazz festival, but Rosso in Muskoka has a classic car and antique boat show, and that's right up a lot of people's alley. So there's a lot going on this weekend. Friday through Sunday, the pattern setup, frankly, is a little unsettled at times, but it will be warm, humid. We've only had a few days this year where Toronto has hit 30 degrees or higher, and I think it's only 1 for Hamilton. So that's pretty paltry. Temperatures are mid-20s Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's Owen Sound. There's Muskoka. So a lot of great places to go to play this weekend. Get out and enjoy your long weekend. As far as the breakdown for the long weekend forecast, temperatures should be around 27 this time of year. So we're similar to what's going on to our east and west, whereas we're far cooler right now than the rest of the country. But by Monday, some late day storms become more likely as a weather system moves in. So it's hit and miss up to that point. Hit and miss the traffic today, Risa. Any good news from Burlington?
Mostly a miss and not really any good news. It's still closed if you're traveling Toronto bound on.
There's the mighty French River in Ontario, and if you didn't know, that stretches from Lake Nipissing down to Georgian Bay. A lot of it's a provincial park and a historic canoe route as well. I'm trying to do a section of it this summer. All right, scattered showers and warmer for Friday. If you're heading out on a canoe trip or a camping trip, a road trip, a family trip, a day trip, a staycation starting, scattered showers and warmer still on Saturday. Humidity noticeable, scattered thunderstorms. Not a guarantee for anyone, certainly not all day. And there is that risk again on Sunday. I wish I could say, yeah, we'll have a dry weekend, but it's not quite going to be that way. One of our lead meteorologist, Dr. Doug Gillum, has written an in-depth article. You'll find it at theweathernetwork.com. It's in-depth about the weekend for Toronto, for Barrie. Monday, notice the 40 to 60% chance of showers as a system approaches us, but noticeably warmer, and that's some good news. August starts tomorrow. Your local forecast is next.